Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading for the next 6 months. We're going to pull some symbols first. This is going to give us a general idea. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you joined me today. We're going to look at the symbols. This is going to show us what's leaving, what's coming, what you should be aware of. Then I'm going to jump into your coffee cup. The second half of your reading, we're going to look into some cards. And let's see what we need to know right now, what you need to know. And by the way, if you're new here, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like and the bell icon so you can get more of these videos. We have here door opportunities waiting for you, and it can also become a good energy exchange. We have a March, as the month of March is upcoming actually. So the opportunity, the job opportunity can be a new offer, new love might be coming forward, but at the same time I feel like there's some that you're dealing with, the turkey, peacock, and the mice. These can be also the people that are leaving your life. Turkey most of the time indicates fertility when it's in the coffee cup, but these cards are tea leaves, so someone is behaving stupidly that you should be aware of. We have a peacock who has a great pride that you should be aware as well. And the mice here, discord among friends or family. So these three, you should be aware and be careful about these people. This can be mice tend to steal things, so this can be someone maybe stealing things, doing gossiping behind you that you're going to come across, or the information is going to find you. And the peacock can be someone very flashy, someone who likes to show and like maybe pull attention to the tiny little things that they do, and trying to discard a massive things that you do. Okay, that's actually another character you want to be aware of. This doesn't mean that you need to fight them. I feel like the opportunity is going to take you out of that space anyways, but being aware is a good thing so you don't get affected. We have a whale here, great worry over nothing. So we have also a lot of planetary changes and alignments happening at this time. So might be affecting you right now. Maybe you are seeing tiny little things as massive problems. It seems like they're all shall pass. It will all pass. We have crib here, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Like I said, the turkey can be indicative of fertility. So maybe there is something happening here that is going to give birth to a new thing as well. Fertility can be like your approach, your efforts actually paying off as well. By the way, I have my cat Yuki with me here. She wants to say hi. And we have a shark. Take care or there'll be a loss of material wealth. Shark can be indicative of someone who has like we have many characters showing up, so you should be maybe checking your connections again. Maybe the people that you're trusting are not really deserving of that. Or a shark can be an investor coming up with maybe amazing offer, seems like amazing but might be taking a lot. Okay, be aware of that. Club, someone will try to make you do something against your will. That can be the shark. Okay, shark can be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or overall can be someone who has a lot of power, leverage, but maybe not really using them for the highest good. Let's see what's happening inside the cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different tears of joy. I would like to interpret these things, small good news coming forth. However, it can be also symbolizing a people, the head. They're the heads of the people. So if this is, okay, think of it this way. If you are waiting for the people to move, the mountain to move, when you dictate, it's not dictating, it's a word. When you say, like, stating it with confidence, basically, you will move. And I feel like this can be the bridge of incidents, the people, or the who needs to move in order to make your desires come true. Seems like they're going to start to do that very soon. The timeline goes like they're following the timeline wise, so it's going to be appearing in your reality. I have there 2 pathways opening. One of them kind of looks like an exclamation mark here with wings above it. The wings can be symbolizing a flying opportunity. Maybe you're going to drive somewhere and then fly to another place. maybe like a short distance flight, but overall it is actually symbolizing movement. The month wise, it's the starting within the 4th month, going till the 5th month. So you might start a journey within the fourth month from now, and then you're going to keep going with that journey, continuing that journey within maybe the 5th month as well. And the 6th, maybe even that you're going to take that little flight here. This journey can be mental or spiritual, but physical. I feel like for some of you, this is physical because we have materials here, movement, a chunk of money, a car. There are people here, maybe coming with you. This can be a little getaway that you will enjoy. Maybe you're going to get invited to a family event and you're going to take the chance, which what happens is you are actually going on a second adventure after that. So this first one might be paving the way for the second one. So like if you want to feel isolated, you don't want to talk to anyone, maybe I don't mean that your path is going to cross many people, but I see there's a conversation happening here with a person. I mean, my cat keeps pushing the camera, guys, if you're feeling that. It's a little tiny bit of movement. There's a person with a mustache. I see a feminine figure here. They're having a conversation. So maybe even with one person comes to you to talk to you, it's okay to have a conversation because that might reveal something that you need for the other journey. When we get inside of the cup, I see a massive fish right here right away. Okay, kind of looks like a big whale to me. The whale can be symbolized. Okay, guys, I need to pause for a second. Let's continue. There's a massive fish I mentioned. And then on top of the fish, we have a dog here. Kind of reminds me of a German shepherd, which is a shepherd is basically the shepherd, the flock. So, this can be representative of someone who is basically the shepherd of the flock. Someone who's a leader, who's a manager, like elder of the family, or it doesn't mean when I say elder, age-wise elder, the wiser elder that tells people what to do. And so I feel here what's happening is you are actually sitting on this fish right there. Or if you're that authority, or there's an authority figure sitting on the fish and maybe deciding who's going to get which part of it. This might be initially a little frustrating because I see crab here. You might get crabby, or a Cancer. Crab is a Cancer zodiac sign. Might get in the space and they might get crabby and they might start complaining. Oh no, I don't like that. However, to clean papers, the clean sheets actually tells me that you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get more than maybe even what you're expecting here. So it's might start initially might be a worrisome idea for you how this is going to be allocated, but it seems like you're going to get your part. You can think of this as like a divine as well, like the Lord is my shepherd. So maybe there is an expectancy you have. There is like blessing you're waiting, and this big fish just reminds us there's actually your benefits, your desires are prepared for you, the part that you desire. Not everybody has the same dream as you do. Not everybody wants the same part of the animal, basically the fish. And so it seems like you're going to get the part that you are desiring here. Some people might not. I also see like a big cow here. So some people might not, but this doesn't mean it's your problem. It's their problem. And I feel like you might be actually feeling offended. That's why they're showing up here on the picture as the crab. And the bull can be you becoming the authority, taking charge and saying, you know what, it's my decision and what I get is my problem. They're not my problem. Maybe you're feeling a little bit guilty. This can be someone who's not really getting what they want. While you're getting the promotion, maybe your colleague is not getting it. But I don't feel like you're going to dwell on that too much because it seems like this is something that you deserved already. This is not something that you get handed over for nothing. So that's why you're going to move on really quickly. I see there are actually phone lines forming here within the 3rd and the 4th month. And there, I told you they're clean slates. Some of you might be starting something clean, a new beginning, new relationship, a new job opportunity, and moving. We have the path here. We have the phone lines connecting. So it can be like even making plans of movement, which we saw here. There's like a movement happening here too. So within the 3rd and 4th month, it's better to be focused on the further, the future, rather than seeing, like looking at the past and maybe dwelling on the past, because the direction, basically the flow of the life river is going to take you to the future. So what I have here, I want to clarify this. We have 4 swords and the world here. The world is ending of a cycle. So if you're going through a negative cycle, because they're clean papers, I want to see what they mean. Because if you're going through like this kind of the flow of things are taking you to places that you're not willing to go, maybe mentally willing to go, because it can be like a higher dimension, because the world is ending a cycle basically. If that's the case, if this is basically the Four source tells you to just rest your mind, give yourself a break, take a break and meditate and focus on your daily work, which can become a meditation as well. You can just do open eye meditation. If you are typing something in front of the computer, you can lose yourself in it. And that's actually a type of meditation as well. When you do that, you're going to see the end result really quickly. Okay, the world card is completing the cycle quickly. We have the bull here again. Bull represents the authority within, and also which applies to the authority, the decisions outside. So that's also, I feel that will be effective with you actually making decisions about the next big things. Okay. I see in your heart space, there is kind of like a dark beam of light. Like think of it like you're using a black light bulb basically in a place that is illuminated by white light. Okay. Black light bulb doesn't really sounds like there's an example to it. I can say maybe when you go to the disco, you see like on the dancing stage, they put like lights on it, bright lights. In the dark, we see the bright lights. But this is like a reverse thing. Something in the broad daylight that is being covered, that is being shadowed. So this is something in your heart. Maybe this is something that you are hiding from yourself. The best example is seeing someone who has bad intentions, and also maybe overall they are not really thinking your highest good, but your heart is coloring it dark, so you don't become aware of it. You don't put a distance between you and this person, which can end up putting you in a place that later on that you will regret this decision. Because I feel like this is something out in the open, but your heart is covering it up, so you don't have to take an action or maybe put distance in between you and this person. Either way, you like it or not, there's a distance coming forward within the 4th month. Maybe they're going to put this distance, 4th, 5th, and the 6th here. It's gonna slowly it's gonna start happening, and maybe it's gonna be like the eclipse here. It's just gonna slowly happen, and when the moon actually gets out of the way, like it's a solar eclipse, you're gonna realize that, oh, in the darkness, this person actually took something from me. So before this happens, I know some of you exactly know who I'm talking about. You need to draw the line, okay? Which I feel like you are drawing the line. You create here a bird cage. Maybe you're capturing this person, or maybe you're putting yourself in a private place or like a hidden place that they're not going to be able to reach you. This can be putting your words. This can be putting your money or your resources, your ideas in a private place that they don't have access to. Another thing I see here within the 4th month is, initially when I put it away a little bit, I saw like kind cockadoodle, actually waking people up to a new day. And then when we come together, we see two people attached to each other and there's a heart shape under it. Some of you might be stepping into new relationships here. I don't want to multiply it by with an S, but there are two people. I feel like though this new relationship is going to affect the other things around you as well. This is like an equal one, kind of like a Two of Cups moment. You're on the same height with this person. It doesn't mean physically, but it means mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you're on the same height and the same level. And the exchange is going to be also like same, not equal, but maybe equal, but not the same. It's just going to be like what you're doing is going to come back to you as satisfaction, but it's not, doesn't have to be like you bought a sock for that person and they bought you a sock back, or you give them a compliment, they gave you the same compliment back. It's not going to be that, okay? And the 5th month, I told you there's a bird cage you're forming. There's a hat above the bird cage. So some of you might be thinking, I don't want to be in a cage. I don't want to hide things away. But the thing is, there's authority above it. So I don't feel like this is something you're hiding away, doing it like quietly. This is out in the open. You're doing it really out in the open. It's not really being hidden. It's like I'm protecting myself, or I'm protecting this by doing like surrounding it with secure walls, so you know. So it's not really hiding away from that person. It's about letting them know like you have boundaries there. The 6th month, I see people as well, but I'm going to say IBI. It can mean someone's first name or the last name, or IB3. It can be the name of a city. There's a letter S, SIB, or 5. 5 can be travel. Number 3 can be creativity. But when we get closer, you can see the face of a person right there, a grumpy face. So you can see someone in this here. They're dancing. They're happy inside of that space, that protected. The 6th month is here. IB, maybe IBB3 or 1333. This can be someone. 3 is travel, maybe coming to you with a forced idea of a travel, forced idea of optimism. Another thing number 3 has, no, I'm sorry, the number 5 is travel, is optimism. So someone might be like trying to force the idea of, oh no, we have to be up positive here in this moment, and there's darkness all around you, and you're gonna be the voice of reason here to stop this person and say, we can be optimistic after we solve the problems. We can look at the problems in a way, okay, we can find a solution. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna be the reality checker here. This person might be someone actually not really optimistic or positive, because you can see they're frowning, but they're maybe trying to put the weight on your shoulders and pass it on to you. So if something doesn't work out, it'll be on your shoulders. It will be your fault. However, I feel like you're coming as a hammer to disrupt that pattern and maybe put this person in their place, and by telling them, you know what, this is how we're going to operate here. And yeah, we can be positive, optimistic, but this doesn't mean that optimism is going to bring the solution. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be the problem solver for something that you will benefit as well. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. You're protected, guys. Your energy field is intact and protected. There are 2 desires coming forward. There's a tears of joy actually unexpectedly appearing here in the second month timeline. So it can be the desire in the house, the home desire. I'm trying to say the family affairs, by the way, by saying home. So something happening inside your house. Okay, it's resolving in a very unexpected way. And if this is not like, if you're taking your work as your family, it can be something happening in the workspace that is resolving by itself. And you have like a very different type of wall around you. One of your desires coming fast, but the other one has some time. So the boundaries of the situation is you are building them as you go. This can be a new home or a wall around your house, basically, or this can be in a spiritual sense or emotional sense. You build it as you go. If you're worried about something is impossible to make it happen, that you need to work really hard, or it's for some people it's not meant for you, I feel like here you're taking the first step and opening up the doors first and exploring what's out there, and then starting to build it inside out, like from the inside, and also building a wall around it and to protect it as well. This can be like a business, this can be friendship, this can be your mind, making your mind about your future desires. And you're not really building like a full circle wall around it right away. You're actually building as you go, which at the end of the day, you can see you are the one closing that open door as well. So it can be like, it's forming a kind of like a ring. It can be a commitment. Commitment can be to a person, to like a loan, to a school, something that you think is not really possible for you, that you are actually going to make it happen as you go, meaning the way you can do it. It doesn't mean that it has to be fitting with other people's ideas of how something should be, okay? And it seems like you're going to finalize it very well. At the end, I see kind of like a bird. This person looks like a bird right here. This can be also you receiving good news. Let's dive into the tarot. We're going to pull cards for each month, and then we're going to get clarifiers for that. So take care. I feel like this is also related to this shark here in your heart space. That's what's happening there. You have, maybe you are dependent on someone. You think that you need someone. That's why it's a great worry over nothing. But it seems like you have all the power to make it happen, rather than you think that you're dependent on another, okay? Let's see what's happening within the first 6 months from now. 10 of Cups is happy family environment. 7 of Pentacles, Star. Okay. So it's like, okay, it's just the 4 of Pentacles, the same spot as Virgo. It showed up. What's going on? It's the same exact layout. I want to see if this is going to be, no, that's not the exact same thing. So if you have a Virgo in your life, if you're dealing with a Virgo within the 4th and the 5th month, you can deal with the same issues, or you can be dealing with this person. That's one thing. If that's not really the case for you, I feel like here, this is different outcome for you. You're manifesting something, but then maybe you're having a hard time to let go of another here. So it's a learning experience, or it might require you to really come together with the right people to resolve it. 10 of Cups is happy family environment, celebrating, like the rainbow reminds me of a celebration of a new baby. She's holding a new baby. Can be in the literal sense. It can be like a launch of a new, love affair. Ace of Cups can indicate love offer coming to you, something that will really satisfy you. You can see this beautiful family, masculine and feminine. They're all together. They have all the cups fulfilled. Basically, they're feeling happy, and you have the 11th cup coming forth. So you might have everything in your life that is satisfying you, but missing one cup, missing one thing. 11 is actually a new beginning. Seems like very soon you're going to start experiencing that missing thing. The missing thing can be, maybe you have the family, but you don't have the romantic love. You have a good structure that you're working at an environment. You have everybody loving, supportive of you, but you don't feel that satisfaction, which is coming forth with the Ace of Cups here. So it's about also, cups are always there. It's about you becoming aware there's something you can love, you can dedicate yourself to, and you can appreciate. 7 of Pentacles symbolize there's a person right there. She's actually chopping off one of the olive branches here. It's this winter time, and they're doubtful if it's gonna grow. So she says, better I should just put some away. She or he, I'm not sure. This kind of looks like a man though, with a big arm. So they're like, I better put some of these away because this tree is not going to give me more crops or more produce. So they're doubting that's going to grow. This is kind of like planting a seed and digging it back up and looking at it again. It's like you're butchering it. Just wait for it. Just let the snow actually go away so you can collect the whole thing. The thing is, this is probably what you're doing right now. You're getting something good, but then Ace of Cups is the beginning of it within the first month, and then you're not waiting for the second, the Two of Cups. You're just waiting, looking at, oh, it's not progressing as fast as I want it to be. So what am I going to do? I'm going to chop some part of it off, which can actually something that you can eliminate by tapping into the knowledge that you already have. High Priestess is a knowledgeable woman. Not only book smart, she knows what's inside the books. She's holding the book right there in her hand. She also has this innate knowing of how things are going to play out. I feel like some of you deep down in there, you already know this crop is going to grow. Everything's going to be okay. But because for the sake of it or for the people around you, that's how they're reacting to it. Oh, it's not happening. What are we going to do? You might be trying to come up with like a quick solution. Oh, look, we have some here. So High Priestess, basically, you see the pomegranates behind her actually represents how fruitful she is, and her ideas actually really powerful and affect others as well, and they can grow. The seeds can grow in other people's minds as well. So instead of maybe going with their other people's flow or going with the fear of the environment, you need to tap more into that inner knowledge that you have, inner knowing that it's going to be okay. You're doing amazing. You're going to take care of this thing very well. You know why? Because we have the star and the sun coming back to back. The third month is the grabbing the manifestation time. Okay, you're going to get your positive outcome. You're going to get your desire. You're going to get your true north. The true north star is going to bring your heart's desire right there. And the emotions are actually flowing beautifully here too. So you're going to feel the satisfaction as well. It's not only going to be material gain, which will give you more optimism, which will give you more sunshine, bring more sunshine into your life. You're going to feel happy about it. I'm looking at the Hierophant here. It's going to even, because the sun is a Leo energy, Hierophant is also a leader energy. You're going to start maybe leading with confidence after you receive one thing. You're going to start getting other things or other desires, pursuing other stuff. The thing is though, the fourth month we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles means that you are hiding things away. You see he's tightly actually locking up everything inside of the box. Most of the time it can mean both ways. Maybe you're trying to save something but you're wasting it, or you're trying to get something, or you think, oh, it's so cheap, but you're maybe spending so much money on it. Like, it's, think of it as storing thousands, like hundreds of cans of food, knowing that it's going to go bad eventually, okay, because they don't last forever. So this is the fourth month. You might have that vibe within you. This is coming to as a reflection. What can you do is, first of all, with your mind, you are on the higher ground. You know the truth of things. You know that, I feel like here you can defend yourself. You're ready to go. You're prepared, and also you're protected. So if anybody else, because Seven of Wands also have the energy of protecting your boundary, any of you are feeling under pressure to hide things away, maybe even your creativity, you feel the need to hide away because you're feeling like somebody's going to steal it. Seven of Wands tells me that you already know how to defend it. You already know what to do if someone tries to take what's yours. Okay, so whenever you feel like hiding away and not taking action, maybe shrinking back into your shell or holding on to what you have so tightly, instead of that, speaking up is going to be the key to protect your boundaries. Okay, protect what you have created. Fifth month is the Three of Pentacles. I feel like that is also going to put you in an environment of creativity with the right people. So I feel some of you might be actually entering into a workplace that maybe they're trying to get your designs, if you're a designer, or if they're when you are sharing your ideas with others, they're just coming up with it and telling to the other people. This can be even neighbor actually copying your garden. Okay, if you're going to go to the best garden contest, maybe they're doing that. in that case, this is actually shielding the view. Okay, shielding the view. It doesn't mean that you like put a blanket over it like the Four of Pentacles, but maybe covering as best as you can and let the best person to win. Because the thing is, some people might try to copy you, but the thing is, they cannot really copy your authenticity. They cannot be who you are. Let's see what else we have for the 5th month. Three of Pentacles is a teamwork. Also, it can mean putting out there excellent work, okay? I know it just says a lot of work, and some of you are not really working right now. This can be like overall your effort about life, okay? What you do to improve your life, improve yourself. And in the meantime, the people that you're partnering up with and creating amazing stuff, which is lovers coming forth here. Some of you might be even like upgrading in relationships. And Lover's card can also symbolize health matters and choices. So seems like you are going to make excellent choices during this time. Maybe the people that you are allowing into your life that are going to be excellent companions for you. They're going to be amazing support to you. Like you're going to be making the right decisions. And also lovers can symbolize these people being really soulmate connections to you. Okay, that is being watched by the angel here. I forgot the name of this angel, but we have massive sun hiding, like shining behind here. And we're going to interpret everything in a positive way. The fire is the passion. The snake is the healing. We have peaches on the tree. That's actually pleasure. So I feel like you might find even in the environments, maybe like going out there and meeting with people that are going to be fully supportive of your life purpose. Okay, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to experience? How do you want to feel? They're going to be all supporting that good stuff. Princess of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles with the Death comes here. So this is actually a new beginning by letting the old go. The old thing can be related to like a money endeavor that you have started, or maybe you started a school. Okay, another thing comes to me. Maybe some of you have been doing the same profession for years. Seems like your chapter is closing. That can be a sudden thing. Maybe it's about like deciding to retire right away, or maybe like circumstances are leading you outside of that zone. It's just going to be somewhere else you're going to move on to. Page of Pentacles is you starting strong, stable, and maybe even like a new profession and a new field. But it's a grounded thing. This is not a passion thing. This is something stable you're going to be walking into. For some of you, this can mean ending of a relationship and starting something right away. I feel like this can be for some of you because we have the Page of Pentacles. Maybe you have been in a relationship and now you're looking at it. There's no growth there. You're not expanding. You're not going anywhere. This can be a relationship maybe in the family that you have stayed with someone like a sibling or a friend or a cousin you have supported all along, but now you're realizing that you are getting into their box. You're not being who you are authentically. If you are pursuing maybe you're pursuing their happiness all the time, you're not pursuing yours. So I feel like here that's an ending coming. You're going to decide to move forward with your own desires, own selections, own life purpose. That's why Princess of Pentacles is your energy that you're starting anew and very strongly here, okay? Brand new though. Let's see what else you need to know. The Oracle is going to whisper. Sisters of Season, exactly. Cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. This can even be, like I said, maybe there's somebody in your life. It doesn't have to be specifically masculine figure or a feminine figure. It can be someone, sisters, siblings, someone that you went along with, but now it's time to change. It's the natural order of the world. It's the divine order, natural law. It's your growth time. Now you're growing out of that box, okay? We have here Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. Love to see that. And we have amethyst crystals and gold particles. This is the hound of something. It's an Egyptian character. I forgot the name of it. If you know it, comment down below. It's a reset. It's a protector. It's protecting your wealth as well. Some of you probably going to hit the jackpot somehow. And true prosperity doesn't always mean having like heaps of gold. It can mean to be able to enjoy what you have, taste the food fully that you have, being able to walk to the places that you want to walk to, not being like having lots of money but not being able to walk the street. Okay, so I feel like this is material wealth coming forth for some of you, yes, and it is going to also bring true prosperity, abundance, and gratitude into your life. Okay, we have the Queen of the Light, illumination, enlightenment, celebration. So celebration is a good thing. Some of you probably experience things very satisfying, you know, but it's not only that. Enlightenment is you're becoming maybe aware of the formula of the creation of this world, that you can replicate it again, or maybe what you should do. We have the Lady of Lightning, 3 feminine energy, 1 masculine. I feel like 3 feminine energy, 3 creative thoughts or actions are actually going to bring the results here, or 3 creative thought when applied with action, it's going to materialize. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift, which I told you that there's some things are changing. I told you there's a death card coming. You're leaving some things, or some people, maybe you allow them to dictate your decisions so long. There's going to be a break apart. However, maybe it's not going to work for them, but it's going to be working for you beautifully. Powerful, may you be as potent as ocean, which I don't know if you ever see a ship in the waves, those big container ships. They can, you know, flip upside down. Ocean is the most powerful thing on the earth, right? Natural power in the earth, on the earth. So copy that power this time, okay? Within the next 6 months, especially a month from now, go ahead and copy that power, because it's going to be helpful with your future plans. Lightness, may the lightness lift you to the surface. This is actually about clearing your mind rather than having heavy thoughts and keep thinking about the negative things. Or I always come across, I don't know about you, about negative things happening on the world right now. I feel like that's also a way of brainwashing of us, for us, that they want us to think that everything is so bad in life. So this is basically a way for you to fight that, or maybe let's not use the negative word of fight. Let's say lift above it. So may the light lift you to the surface. Lightness. You can actually have an visualization like that, closing your eyes and imagining yourself floating on water, on the ocean, which is going to lift your energy up as well. Okay, we have faith, may trust steady your fears. So I felt the same thing with the lightness energy here. This is like, know that everything will be fine. You're going to be fine. That believe that you are going to overcome whatever that you're going through. Depth, may you inverse and go deeper. What do we have here? I thought these were like ropes, but now I can see they are actually wines, but they're not like deep in the unseen places. So this is really a type of meditation that I do. It just represents that. What you do with that meditation is you go deep down inside of the core of the earth and touch that energy. We close your eyes and visualize it. And then you go up into the skies, into all the way outside of the universe, and touch the creator power. So I feel like here, this is actually diving deep, and you can do it in the same breath, in the same meditation. You need to touch both sides of the creative spectrum, because the world feeds us, earth feeds us, and then the creator, the higher power, the light gives us soul and life. So that's going to be also helpful for you to raise above all that stuff while you are changing your paradigms and beliefs, okay? Let's see one more what you should pay attention to. Okay. Blue color is the throat chakra. Stunned. That moment when time stands still as you try to make sense of what has occurred. This is the golden moment to plan your next move rather than react to the situation. I feel like this is going to be rising up and going down and rising up is going to be really helpful during like this kind of moments to maybe actually bring you back to the earth. So after that, go back to the earth in the ground level too. This is the golden moment to plan your next move. So you might actually get something really shocking happening. I feel like with the death card, that can be within 6 months. And instead of just being shocked and stunned and frozen, this is suggesting that you should actually use that moment to start to plan for your next move, okay? All right, beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos for you to enjoy, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.